Hey guys, welcome back to the drift van project. I know it's been a little while, but like I said in the first episode, I am going to take my time with this build and do it properly and do it right. So if you're unaware, this is a Tamiya M06 that I am trying to fit a Lunchbox body onto. So not originally designed for it, I had to make a few modifications to the body and the chassis, but it does fit pretty well. As you can see, the wheels do stick out quite a lot. The Lunchbox body is quite narrow and the chassis is obviously standard width for an M chassis, so the wheels stick out a good, I'd say 10mm. So I do want to get some wheel arch extensions on there. The ones that I've got planned should meet the edge of the wheel nicely. The front has got a lot of camber. I am going to take a little bit of camber off, and then these wheels should sit up into the wheel arches nicely, and when it's on lock both sides they shouldn't really touch. But yeah, I am going to take a bit of camber out because that is a bit extreme and I do need a bit of grip up front, otherwise it's just going to understeer everywhere. But yeah, that is the plan for today. Make some wheel arch extensions, and to do it I'm going to use this. This is a mini body shell that I got from Hobby King. It was about £12, so not too expensive, so it doesn't matter if I go cut it up. And it's a Turnigy part. Hobby King carry quite a lot of Turnigy products. But yeah, it's just a simple mini shell, not too expensive, not too high end. Obviously you can see the windscreen wipers are moulded in. And it is fairly cartoonish, it's not particularly very scale, not compared to my M05 with the Tamiya body shell. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out these wheel arches here and see how they fit onto the Lunchbox. The rear one's good, because it's got sort of an even piece of plastic going all the way around. The front might be a bit more tricky because it's got that curve of the front wing on there. But we're going to see what we can do. I do plan to leave a little lip going all the way on the outside, so when they attach to the Lunchbox body I can bolt them straight through and have a series of bolts going all the way around, and that will look quite nice. So yeah, like I said, it was £12, so I don't mind cutting it up, and I might be able to use the shell afterwards anyway. Lots of spare plastic around and everything. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Let's cut out some wheel arches. With the rough shape cut out, we can now use my tried and true method of scoring around the line that you want to cut to, and then cutting up to that line with scissors, and the piece should just break off. I've used this method quite a lot and it always worked for me. So I've already created the score line already. So just want to go around a couple of times just to create like a fracture point in the plastic. You do it first lightly, and then the second time you can add a bit more pressure just to make the score line a bit deeper. Then it'll make it easier to snap off. Okay, happy with that. And then just get your scissors. And you want to do it in several steps, you don't want to do it in one, otherwise you'll stress the plastic and it will go like a funny white colour. So you got a couple of points up here, and then you just click it like that, and because you created a stress, like a fracture point in there, it just bends and snaps off. Let's do this one down here, and there you go. You get a really nice neat line, and then after that you just need to give it a quick sand. So I'll go around this full one and then I'll do the other three. Got that fracture point, just click it and it just snaps very easily and comes off, and you get a really nice smooth line all the way around. It's just a lot easier than trying to cut that line out with scissors, because you're very likely to tweak the plastic and create stress points in it, and it will create a nice white crease up there. It would be a horrible colour, and you won't be able to spray it on the inside, you just constantly have a white bit there. But with this, you just click and break it off. So it's all about practice. I've done this quite a few times now and it's always worked for me. But yeah, just practice. Even if you just want to get a cheap body shell and practice on, like that body that I've got, this mini body, it's £12, which it really isn't anything, and you can just give it a practice go. Just cut it out, see how neat you get it, and just keep practicing, and you'll get it. And it's quite a quick method of doing it as well. So as you can see, so get this in the line, you get a really nice, neat line all the way around, exactly where you want it. So yeah, I'm going to do that with the rest of them, and I shall join you when they're all done. It's been a few days since the last little clip that you saw, and I've done a couple of things to the M06 chassis itself. I've taken it back to the stock camber level. As you can see, it's just pretty much straight down now. It's an ever so slight bit of negative camber, simply because I just wanted to get the body fitment right. With the amount of camber that was on it, it was really difficult to line the body up. So I've gone back to stock camber levels and obviously adjusted the toe as well. And I've put these body posts in for now. I am going to have to make a custom front body mount. It will mount to this front scuttle area here. It will go from the shock tower straight up onto the front scuttle. And then obviously the body post, I've got an idea for the body post at the back, a 3D printed piece from a work colleague. He's going to print me off that will sit on the body post, so I can cut the body post where I want them. And there'll just be a plate with a bit of Velcro that will stick to the top of the body there. So I've got the body mounts planned, I just need to make them. Now the wheels are nice, I do quite like them, the BBS style wheels, but once I've got them on the van I don't actually like the look of it as a whole, so I went on RC Mart and bought these. These are some Kawada deep dish wheels. They've got a chrome lip with like a satin silver finish on the inside. They are exact same dimensions as these ones, but I do have to get the tyres off. They were a pain to get on, so I'm going to take it to work and use a fly press to separate the wheels and tyres and put the tyres on these new ones. So the last little bit to let you know about is that there's not much left of this mini body at all. I think it's ready for the bin, and that is because I've actually cut out some clear windows, so clear side windows, a clear windscreen and a sunroof for the Lunchbox body. Now the stock body does come with like a tinted front screen, and that ties into the side windows as well, and then you get a separate sunroof bit. And whilst it looks good, I would like just clear screens on this build, because it's going to be a bit of a different build, because I haven't seen this build done before. I wanted to do something a bit different, so I've got a clear windscreen and clear sunroof with some clear side windows as well. So I'm not going to stick those in yet, because obviously I want to get this painted, But yeah, I've cut those out of that spare mini body that I had, and as I said before, there is not much left of it, so that's ready for the bin. But it did come in useful, and for £12 I can't really complain. I have also temporarily fitted the the drift spec exhaust. It might not go this side, it might go the other side, but yeah, that's about the position that I want it. It looks pretty good as well. You look from the back, proper big style drain pipe exhaust. I'm also thinking about an oil cooler for the front, so it to either sit in the middle or offset on one side or the other, with the pipes obviously coming off. So yeah, just to give you a few ideas of the accessories that are going to go on this van. Obviously, as you can see, some big changes have happened, chief among which are the wheels. Now, the original ABC S-Mesh style wheels that I had on here before, I wasn't mad keen on it. When I put the body on and had it all sitting right, I wasn't mad keen on the look. It wasn't really drifty enough for me, and I really like the look of the van now. So yeah, they're staying, they're going to stay, and I'm probably going to keep them that colour as well. Whether or not I keep the lettering on the tyres, I don't know. I might just flip them round, but these tyres were really easy to put on these wheels. They just slid on just with fingers, didn't take any hot water and freezing or anything like that. They slipped on really easy, so I just need to put a bit of plaster dip on the back just to secure them in place. You can also see that the body is sat on the chassis somewhat properly now, and that is due to some new body mounts, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, it's currently sitting at maximum ride height at the moment, so the shocks are maxed out, they're at full height, and the body is sitting relatively flat and square. It's a little bit lower in the front, but that's because the back's not sitting down quite right yet. I need to drum out a bit more out of this cutout just so it sits down a bit further. But yeah, it's actually sitting properly now, and I've got some adjustability on the height as well. So I am going to be sort of making these wheel arches bigger. So the actual plastic part of the body, I'm going to be sort of sanding that out, making that bigger, and then fitting these plastic wheel arch, the wide body kit, the wheel arches, I'm going to be placing those on the underside and bolting them through. So it gives us, so the wheels are going to stick out a bit from the wheel arches because they're going to be mounted on the underside of the body. There's going to be a bit of adjustability in the height anyway because I'm sanding that back. And yeah, so I've got some adjustability, but that's about the level that I want the body. There's a bit of a gap there, but obviously that's going to reduce a bit more when I drop the ride height, and then that should be the right amount for some decent body kit pieces to go all the way around the body. The front body mount is made of 3mm aluminium, and it's bolted to the front shock tower. Now, I originally planned for it to sit in between the shock and the shock tower, but from the spacing and all that sort of stuff, it actually sits behind, which is quite nice. It's really nice and sturdy. 3mm aluminium is fairly sturdy in itself, and bolted directly to the shock mount, it's going to be super sturdy, and that fits onto the front scuttle area of the body just there. So I've got some of the 3M double hook Velcro just to secure that in place. The rear body mount is a little bit different. Kind of looks like an old F1 car spoiler, but this is actually a 3D printed part. There's a guy at work who's got a 3D printer, so I designed it and he made it. See, it's a 2mm plate. It's the same width as the Velcro. It's about 98mm, probably 95mm long, with a couple of posts, and these sit really nicely over the stock body post like that. And again, I've got some, you can't really see this very well because it's black, but yeah, I've got some double hook Velcro inside there. I do need to Dremel out a bit of this because it doesn't quite sit down flush and allow me to click it into place, just because it's hitting this rear gearbox section again. But yeah, they're the current body mounts for the chassis, and they work really well. You can just about see in there the front body mount attaches to that front scuttle area, so that's sort of perfect placing for a dash, possibly. I do want to put a couple of seats in there, some racing seats, and have it look really nice and scale. So I'm going to get all these body mounts finalised, and then next episode we're going to be sorting out the body kit. So again, I want a side skirt for either side, a front bumper splitter, we want a windscreen scoop, obviously a rear ducktail spoiler, just sit on the back there, and rear bumper as well. Hopefully you've been enjoying this series. It could be, again, a YouTube first. I haven't seen anyone else try this. So it's all new territory, trying things out, things going wrong, things going right. But as it sits now, it looks really good, especially on the new wheels. So yes, thank you very much for watching. If you want to check out the Facebook and Twitter pages, links are down below in the description box, and I shall see you next time on RC Projects. Bye!